Have you ever wished you had a second opinion on a really complex case? Right there, right then, 24/7? Well, today, we're going to dive into exactly that, how you can use AI to build a powerful differential diagnosis. This whole technique comes straight from Power Prompting for Doctors, and it's all about creating a structured thinking partner to back up your own clinical reasoning.
And let's get one thing straight from the jump. This is not about replacing your judgment. Not at all. Think of it more like a diagnostic co-pilot, a thinking partner that's on call for those really tough, confusing cases. Honestly, this is a fundamental shift in how we can tackle a diagnostic challenge.
Look, for a classic case of strep throat or a simple UTI, your own clinical pattern recognition is always going to be faster, always going to be more efficient. This tool isn't for second-guessing the straightforward stuff. It's for augmenting your skills when the waters get, when they get a little murky.
And that's the real question, isn't it? If we're not using it for the easy cases, where does this actually fit into a crazy busy clinical day? When do you really need to call in that diagnostic co-pilot?
It's for these exact moments, when the patient's story is just weird, atypical, or when the symptoms are crossing multiple systems like cardiology and neurology at the same time. And maybe most importantly, when you just want that safety net to make absolutely sure a critical, can't-miss diagnosis isn't lurking just out of sight.
Okay, so how do we actually do this? The key is a framework they call the universal prompt. Now, this isn't just asking a simple question. It's a very specific, structured template that's designed to feed the AI all the right data in just the right way so you get a genuinely useful, high-quality output. The real magic of this whole framework is that it kind of forces you to organize your own thoughts first. You lay out the basics, demographics, the story of the complaint, and, this is crucial, you include not just the positive findings, but the pertinent negatives too. Only after all that do you give the AI its specific task. It actually sharpens your own thinking before you even hit enter.
So, the whole point here is that we're not just typing in headache and fever and, hoping for the best. A random, unorganized list of possibilities is just more noise, right? It's more cognitive load. The goal here is to get something back that actually mirrors a rigorous clinical thought process.
And this is what we're aiming for. A great output isn't a flat list. It's a hierarchy. It's organized. It prioritizes what's most likely. It specifically flags the critical don't miss diagnoses, and then it includes other plausible alternatives. It's basically your own clinical reasoning, just structured and laid out clearly for you to see.
All right, let's see what this actually looks like in practice. This whole process is really about building a bridge from the chaos of a super complex case to the clarity of an actionable plan. This is where you see the real value.
This just shows the transformation perfectly. We go from that cognitive overload of a tough case, that jumble of symptoms, confusing labs, and that nagging fear of missing something, to a clear, prioritized roadmap with actionable next steps for every single possibility. It's a powerful shift from confusion to real clarity.
And hey, here's a massive bonus. This structured output, you can pull it directly into your clinical note. It makes your medical decision-making section so much stronger, because it clearly shows the breadth of your thinking and justifies your workup plan. It's just flat-out better documentation in a fraction of the time.
Now, we need to talk about the most important part of this entire process. The AI can be an incredible co-pilot, no doubt, but you are always the pilot in command. The final responsibility for every single decision rests with you, the clinician, period.
So, before you act on anything, you've got to run every AI output through this little quality control checklist. First, does it make clinical sense for this specific patient in front of you? Second, is it complete? Did it miss a huge category like an autoimmune or infectious cause? And third, most importantly, is it safe? Are the life-threatening possibilities right up top? You have to be the final filter.
If you walk away with just one thing, let it be this. The AI is a powerful tool for generating and organizing possibilities. It helps you see the entire playing field more clearly, but it does not make a diagnosis. You do, using your experience, your exam, and your direct connection with the patient. That's the art and science of medicine, just supercharged.